Trevor Alonso. This is my review of Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire. Or as the director says, it's supposed to be read as Godzilla Kong, The New Empire. This is the 5th movie in the Monsterverse. Since the battle with Mechagodzilla, Godzilla and Kong have gone their separate ways. Kong went to the Hollow Earth to live as a protector there, as he once did on Skull Island. Godzilla lives on the surface as a protector against dangerous titans. They basically have a mutual agreement to stay away from each other, until a strange signal is coming from Hollow Earth, which triggers all the titans, and also affects Gia, played by Kaylee Hotel, reprising her role from Godzilla vs. Kong. Also reprising her role from the last movie is Rebecca Hall as Dr. Allie Andrews, still working for Monarch and still a mother to Gia. Brian Tyree Henry is also back as Bernie Hayes, who is pretty much the comic relief in this movie. Most notably not back is Andrew Skarsgård as Dr. Nathan Lind. Dan Stevens is new to the Monsterverse as Trapper, a Titan veterinarian. When a strange signal is going off, Godzilla knows something big is about to happen. He starts to suck up the energy from various sources in order to become more powerful. Kong goes deeper into Hollow Earth as he discovers a new land full of apes, ruled by the evil Scar King. So this movie is a drastic change from Godzilla -1. That movie was a real serious Godzilla movie. This movie is a fun action popcorn Godzilla movie. Also, this is more of a Kong movie, with Godzilla in it less than what the title and the trailer suggests. We do get a good blend of humans to kaiju screen time. In some movies, one takes more time than the other, but the blend for this one seems to work well for this movie. Without giving away spoilers, the kaiju fights are good in this movie, ranging from about a 2-minute fight to an all-out brawl. You definitely get your money's worth in this movie. This movie does do a great job of having scenes with no humans, just letting the giant monsters basically move the story along. What I mean by that is, you can tell a good story just by showing us, and not just exposition from the humans over-explaining everything. The body language from the monsters was good enough to tell us what's going on. That is a real good key to a good Godzilla movie. I've seen it done badly in some Godzilla movies, to the point where he talks. Oh yes, this has happened before.
Something funny going on. You better check. Oh, yeah.
The humans in this movie were good. This wasn't one of those, okay, let's get through the human scenes to get back to Godzilla, which is always good because you don't want the movie to drag along. We get a new young ape named Suko, who is actually helpful in a few scenes. Okay, I do wonder about living in this world where giant monsters exist. There was a lot of collateral damage in this movie. Thousands of people had to have died, but I feel that kaiju movies get a pass. Just like in Power Rangers, where a giant monster attacks the same city every week. This film was shot well, but I do feel a few scenes may have been cut abruptly, but it's not a huge complaint. The music in this is good. They use the same themes that they've been using throughout the Monsterverse. I do like the choices of classic rock used in this movie. I was really glad to hear Kiss. I do hope we see more giant monster movies use Kiss in the future. But I did miss the classic Godzilla theme. You know the one I'm talking about. Okay, now for spoilers. For those of you who haven't seen the movie yet, I'm not gonna give all the details. Okay, at one point in the movie, Kong basically gets a power glove after he gets frostbite from a white dragon named Shimu, who can breathe ice. In the movie, it's said that it created the last ice age. Shimu is also enslaved by the Scar King. Kong does go to the surface to go get Godzilla in order to fight the Scar King and his army. But things don't go well, as the last time they met was a huge fight between the two right before fighting Mechagodzilla. Mothra is summoned, and she stops Godzilla from beating Kong, and lets Godzilla know that there's a bigger threat. Godzilla and Kong join forces in an all-out battle against Scar King and Shimu. Mothra does join in on the last battle, helping fight the ape army. Even Suko joins in on the fight. The fight does go back to Earth to Rio de Janeiro. During the fight, Suko helps by smashing a device that the Scar King uses to control Shimu. Shimu realizes it's free and uses its deadly freezing breath to freeze the Scar King. You can actually see Scar King's eyes move as if he knows what's about to happen. Kong lifts up the frozen Scar King and throws him down, breaking him into pieces. Okay, I would not be surprised if they got the idea from this from Terminator 2.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Kong goes back to the Hidden Kingdom as the new ruler, and I wish just for once in the Monsterverse they would just say it, King Kong. And I guess it's a rights issue, keeping them from calling him King Kong. Overall, I thought this was a fun action movie. It's too bad it came out so close to Godzilla -1. That's why I give this movie a 8 out of 10 Kong axes. If you're a King Kong fan, you'll love this. If you're a Godzilla fan, you'll like it, but you'll wish he was in the movie more. If you're a kaiju fan in general, you'll love this movie. Go check it out. Thank you for watching my video.